What happens when a night out devolves into complete anarchy due to betrayal and loyalty? Atlanta just saw a scandal that only reality TV could imagine. Yandy, the ultimate ride-or-die wife, exploded in a rage that no one could have predicted. However, who is the object of this uncontrollable anger? Ashley, of course, caught in the crosshairs following the public release of rumors about a connection with Mendeecees. Was Ashley truly going too far? Or is this just another classic hip-hop and love storyline turning into a nightmare in real life? Furthermore, why were police summoned to break up what ought to have been another celebrity drama? We take a closer look at one of the most intense, outrageous, and contentious encounters in recent reality TV history tonight. Ashley is right in the middle of Yandy's dramatic outbursts, which range from smoldering public outbursts to whispered rumors and exclusive Atlanta hotspots. What was Yandy's progress? What proof has emerged? What does this signify for Mendeecees, who is enmeshed in his wife's furious outburst? This isn't your typical gossip, so pay attention. It's a full-fledged scandal that will soon explode out on social media, and we're revealing every startling detail to you. There has never been a storm like this in Atlanta. One of the most catastrophic meltdowns in recent memory occurred in the city that gave rise to many reality TV scandals. Yandy Smith, the lady at the heart of it all. Its reputation as a devoted Ashley, whose unwavering wife is famed, seems to have miscalculated the rage of someone who asserts her rights. Mendy's presence creates a volatile triangle that no screenwriter could have imagined. According to sources inside the Atlanta nightlife scene, the night began innocently enough. At least that's how it appeared. Ashley was spotted socializing close to Mendeecees at a prestigious lounge, seeming confident in her own privacy. According to witnesses, the two were laughing too loudly and whispering too closely, leaning in just a bit too far, a bit too loud. Those who closely monitor the every action of reality TV stars were able to spot the slightest clues of a relationship or a scandal. Everywhere you looked, every gesture was silently recorded by cameras, phones, and social media writers. However, it was not the purported connection that caused this to escalate from a mere rumor to a full-fledged frenzy. It was Yandy's response when the rumors were confirmed. Yandy, who is well known for her ride-or-die attitude, allegedly went from quiet to blowout as soon as she found out about Ashley and Mendy's interactions. According to the reports, she went straight up to Ashley, and the altercation swiftly got out of hand. There were screams. 911 was phoned by neighbors. Law officers apparently arrived at the site within minutes. A straightforward trip to a nightclub had devolved into a furious altercation deserving of its own reality show, complete with police officers attempting to keep the peace as the drama played out like a soap opera in real time. Social media exploded almost instantly. Videos of the fight went viral on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. They were hazy, unclear, and clearly intense. Hashtags like hashtag Yandy against Ashley and hashtag Mendeecees, single quotes as mess trended within hours, and comments varied from horror to laughter. Every frame was analyzed by fans. Mendeecees' attempts to step in, Yandy's angry gestures, and Ashley's defensive stance, with ideas circulating around whether this was an uncontrollable outburst of jealousy, an encounter that was planned, or something darker. According to unnamed insiders, Ashley wasn't merely a bystander in the narrative. She allegedly possessed video and text evidence of her conversations with Mendeecees, which reportedly pushed Yandy over the brink. The stakes were extremely volatile, public, and personal. What began as a straightforward charge quickly grew into a story full of treachery, reprisals, and the kind of unfiltered passion that viewers love. This is not the initial instance, although Yandy's allegiance has been put to the test. This may be the most overt and aggressive manifestation of her protective tendencies. The hip-hop and love sensation has been portrayed in the past as someone who doesn't put up with anything when it comes to her family. However, supporters claim that this altercation went too far and is now considered unprecedented. According to Yandy's acquaintances, her intense emotional outbursts went beyond simple rage. It concerned a deep-seated perceived breach of trust that was exacerbated by media and social media scrutiny. In the meantime, Mendy was in the precarious situation of being both participant and witness. Insider analysis claims that he tried to defuse the situation by telling Yandy to back off and prevent things from getting worse. Even his presence, however, was unable to ease the tension since it was so strong. According to witnesses, he was torn between his wife's anger and Ashley's surprise, frantically attempting to keep things civil as the altercation grew more heated. In many respects, he came to represent the chaos in which he found himself at the core of a man whose personal choices had sparked a crisis that had far-reaching legal and social ramifications. The response from the public has been prompt and relentless. In a matter of hours, fan pages and gossip accounts were scrutinizing every second, making timelines, studying little clips of the video, and making predictions about what would happen next. Everyone with a phone or camera on social media felt like an investigator. The episode, according to opinion pieces and viral TikTok breakdowns, symbolized everything that can go wrong when secrets mix with a live audience hungry for spectacle. Humiliation, treachery, and reality TV stardom. According to insiders, the fight also revealed more serious conflicts among Atlanta's top reality stars' social networks. One of the most talked about scandals in recent memory is said to have been influenced by long-standing rivalries, prior rumors, and simmering jealousy. Rumors of a romance turned into accusations, public humiliation, and a scene that even police sources described as wild and unheard of for the city, according to the media. The problem has only become worse because of the frenzy. According to reports, number of media sites rushed to report the story while juggling the requirement for accuracy with speed. Clips spread more quickly than they could be validated, making it nearly impossible to distinguish between viral rumors and confirmed facts. Bloggers, amateur investigators, and social media influencers all started offering running commentary, analyzing each action and phrase that was recorded in the recordings. Each picture appeared to convey a narrative, and the audience avidly absorbed every update as it became available. According to reports, Yandy's actions throughout the evening, whether motivated by anger, betrayal, or a mix of the two, sent a strong message to anyone who would think about going too far in her personal life. Ashley allegedly felt shocked by the severity of the altercation, which was heightened by live video and eyewitness testimony. According to sources, the incident will probably be examined for years to come, not only as rumors. Even though Mendy battled to retake control of a situation that had gotten out of his grasp, but as a warning about loyalty, confidentiality, and the dangers of combining drama from one's own life with celebrity from reality TV, even though fans are still debating if the events actually happened. One thing is certain. The unadulterated instability of relationships under the spotlight of celebrity was represented in this scenario. The public, messy, and emotionally charged altercation was ideal for going viral on social media. The incident has all the makings of a story that will make headlines. From neighbors watching the aftermath to law officers attempting to contain the area. YouTube comment sections and Twitter threads for weeks to come. The tale had already spread into a full-fledged scandal by the early hours of the morning. Timelines were being pieced together by social media detectives with painstaking, almost compulsive accuracy. Every hazy screenshot, every muttered direct message, and every fuzzy video was examined like forensic evidence. On Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, hashtags like Yandy, hashtag Mendeecees mess, and hashtag cops should attack T-Town were all trending at the same time. Memes went viral, fan theories got as complex as a crime fiction on Netflix, and pictures were altered in an attempt to demonstrate that Ashley and Mendy saw each other in the same room for more than an hour prior to the altercation. One TikTok investigator even tried superimposing social media snippets over security camera footage. Anonymous sources spread purported insider information about Ashley's actions before the evening, adding gasoline to the fire. In addition to sending flirtatious, provocative comments and publicly messaging Mendeecees, They said she had been boasting to common acquaintances about the attention she was obtaining, whether accurate or overblown. These statements presented an image of a lady who didn't appear to care about the potential repercussions, an image that the public was compelled to examine and disseminate. In the meantime, fragments of purportedly private correspondence between Mendy and Ashley surfaced online. Some implied covert encounters, while others showed lighthearted taunting. Even though the veracity of these leaks was never established, the craze persisted. When it comes to spreading rumors, perception frequently surpasses the truth. Yandy, however, came to represent unbridled loyalty and wrath. According to reports, she reacted quickly and strongly when she found the said evidence in Ashley's possession. According to witnesses, she barged into the place where Ashley and Mendeecees had been hanging out and shocked everyone by confronting Ashley. According to reports, the area was filled with physical gestures, accusations, and screaming, which prompted onlookers to call the police. It was more than just a brawl. It served as a warning to anyone who would think about meddling in her marriage and a public statement of her boundaries. Law enforcement's involvement simply made the tale more intense. Within minutes, police were said to have been on the site trying to separate the women and evaluate the situation. Witnesses recorded yelling, accusations, and even a few small altercations amid the mayhem, even though there were no official reports of any significant injuries. The police's presence nonetheless added a dramatic layer that was swiftly magnified by social media. Bystanders shared videos featured blurry figures flashing lights and panicked voices, all of which were surefire ways to go viral. As soon as possible, fans started discussing each party's duties. Was Yandy right to be angry? Was Ashley malicious or careless? In this explosive conundrum, what role does Mendy perceive play? Commentary erupted outside of social media as the story took a turn for the worst. Blogs about gossip and amusement stepped in, covering the crazed altercation and making predictions about possible legal repercussions. The headlines range from tongue-in-cheek, reality star outbursts that result in police turmoil to the dramatic Yandy Smith lashing out at Ashley when her husband hooks up. Overnight, a local brawl became a national spectacle due to the overwhelming amount of coverage. The episode was mentioned by mainstream news sites as well, emphasizing how social media had transformed a private argument into a major public controversy. Naturally, fans weren't passive observers. Every word and action was analyzed by online communities. According to some, Ashley purposefully started the argument by using Mendy's appearance as a ploy to get attention or influence on social media. Others contended that, in light of the purported betrayal, Yandy's actions, while extreme, were entirely appropriate. In TikTok, duets, threads, and comment sections, heated arguments raged, frequently degenerating into anarchy. Even in the lack of confirmed facts, every meme, video, and caption shaped views and served as evidence in a public trial of opinion. After the nightclub event, there were rumors that the fallout would continue. According to sources, Ashley's reputation was now in jeopardy because possible commercial agreements and social media collaborations were on the line. According to rumors, some businesses secretly examined contracts out of fear about working with someone involved in such a well-publicized controversy. Mendeecees, on the other hand, was portrayed as both the initiator and the passive party, caught between two ladies whose reputations and feelings were now linked to each online viral video. Insiders, however, said that Yandy had already started her own damage control. The next day, she appeared serene and at ease in social media posts, but followers analyzed the pictures for hidden meanings, as proof that she had planned the altercation to convey a message. One image's straightforward selfie was taken as a declaration that I am in control and nothing will shake me. Another posted a quotation about loyalty and protection went viral very fast. Her post's timing even stoked rumors as though every update were planned to dominate the story. The public's fascination went beyond conjecture. Globally, feeds were inundated with viral videos and GIFs of the occurrence, frequently accompanied by dramatic music or commentary. Within a day, one viral video that purportedly showed Yandy pointing and shouting at Ashley while Mendy saw attempts to step in was shared millions of times. There were memes that compared the situation to scenes from action films, reality TV shows, and even well-known celebrity fights. As discussions grew more heated, the event was further solidified as a cultural moment. A few admirers started to wonder about the incident's wider ramifications. Could relationships, careers, and reputations suffer long-term harm as a result of this confrontation? Would Ashley bounce back from the criticism from the public? Or will Yandy become an untouchable figure in reality TV history as a result of her power display? Even Mendy's mysterious social media posts and quiet have sparked speculation about whether he was a pawn in a bigger scheme, or whether he really comprehended the repercussions of his actions. To put it briefly, the altercation escalated beyond a simple personal disagreement. It developed into a well-known case study on betrayal, loyalty, and the stresses of public life. Every exchanged gesture and released videos served as a lesson in the combustible ways that social media, contemporary celebrity, and human emotion collide. Online discussion, fan criticism, and headlines were all still dominated by the topic. A tumultuous mixture of conjecture, indignation, and interest that showed no indication of slowing down. Be the reason the night came to an end. The event turned reality TV stars Ashley, Yandy, and Mendeecees, Season 2 major players in one of the year's most talked about scandals. Everyone was observing, commenting, sharing, and creating opinions, whether true or not. Furthermore, the scandal would be discussed for weeks, months, and possibly even years to come due to the event's viral nature. Why? The following this morning, the controversy surrounding Yandy, Ashley, Mendy became the latest craze on the internet. All the platforms were burning. There were miles and miles of Twitter threads. YouTube channels like mine and 10-part breakdowns were made by TikTok detectives. This was more than just a controversy. Thus, we were unable to reload quickly enough. The occasion was cultural. A perfect storm of anger, treachery, and disaster from reality TV that somehow overshadowed all other headlines that week. But there was a more profound query hidden behind the widely shared videos and never-ending commentary. How did things become so dire? How did what insiders are, referring to as the year's collapse, escalate from a straightforward night out to police sirens, flinging allegations, and more? According to sources close to the marriage, Yandy had already been hearing rumors about Ashley's developing intimacy with Mendeecees in the weeks before that stormy night. She apparently received warnings from pals in the form of screenshots, subtle notes, and other details that didn't line up. Yandy, however, dismissed them as mere reality TV chatter since she trusted her spouse. That is, until Ashley revealed the year's biggest surprise. She supposedly had videos and messages to support her claim that she had spent the night with Mendy. The realization was akin to adding gasoline to a fire. According to some insiders, Yandy's altercation wasn't unplanned. It was planned. She was fully aware of what she was getting herself into. According to one source, she wasn't going to speak there. To put an end to it, she was heading there. And it is evident from the ensuing commotion that she was successful. When she first came, witnesses said I was locked, my jaw was set, and my voice was raised to a tone that made the whole room freeze. Ashley allegedly attempted to speak, but Yandy yelled, "What did you say to my husband?" Before she could even finish her sentence, Ashley tried to clarify the back adrenaline treachery. And the dozens of phones recording every second caused the back and forth to spiral quickly. Although security intervened before things went totally out of control, the scene was already viral when the police arrived. However, Mendy's silence was just as loud as Yandy's rage in the headlines. According to insiders, he attempted to act as a peacemaker, but his impartiality just made matters worse. Some claim that his countenance conveyed a sense of remorse that words could never explain. Additionally, when viewers slowly played back the clips, they claimed to have seen the motion as well. He couldn't stop the look of a man who knew the truth from escaping his lips. Ashley, meanwhile, was allegedly terrified but determined and refused to back down as mayhem broke out all around her. In a purported voicemail that was released to gossip blogs the next day, she was heard stating, "I didn't lie. I said what happened and I have proof." regardless of the veracity of that proof. The comment alone was sufficient to set off yet another online fire. They insisted on seeing the receipts. Ashley became both a villain and a martyr in the eyes of the public when some fans started using hashtags like #DropTheVideo and #RevealTheMessages. The fallout has been as disorganized. Producers from Love and Hip Hop reportedly started talking about whether or not this confrontation might be included in future plots right away. The program thrives on the messiahs of real life like this. One insider in production claimed to have disclosed, "Everyone's talking about it. We'd be crazy not to help others, but worried that the intensity of the altercation could spark legal trouble, especially with police involvement and public footage circulating." In the meantime, companies connected to all three people have reportedly gone into damage control mode. According to reports, a few of Yandy's sponsors have put a halt to their partnerships until the situation is resolved. Ashley has been forced to restrict interactions on her social media sites due to the deluge of hateful remarks. Mendy also notices that supporters have been clamoring for the truth in thousands of comments on his most recent post. Despite his radio silence, "Speak up. Did you cheat or not?" one user asked, while another added, "Your silence says everything." However, the battle itself may not be the most remarkable part of this entire story. It's the way the general public has made it into a show. Yandy's ranting is now accompanied by dramatic music in TikTok edits. Podcasts have dedicated whole episodes to the psychology of the meltdown, examining Yandy's anger, Ashley's composure, and Mendy's vacant expression like a Shakespearean tragedy, while Instagram Reels dissect her every action like sports highlights. This narrative reflects our culture in many ways, where private betrayal becomes meme material and personal pain becomes public amusement. Before dawn, what was once a whispered rumor in secret is now trending all across the world. Everyone turns into an investigator. Every emotional outburst turns into content, and everyone turns into a judge. However, the repercussions are real. According to reports, Yandy has subsequently withdrawn from the spotlight to concentrate on her family because she feels emotionally spent by the turmoil. To manage the narrative, Ashley allegedly engaged a public relations firm. Additionally, according to people close to Mendy, he has been working behind closed doors to make amends. Insiders claim that the harm has already been done, but Yandy's unnamed pal said it best. "She is in pain. I was embarrassed but more incensed that something so private should blow up so badly. She is no longer even sure whom to believe." The emotional toll of this whole incident is encapsulated in that phrase alone. A price far higher than the likes, comments, and viral recognition it brought. But the world continues to observe. Even while police records are still sealed and official statements are still pending. The fire rekindles every time someone shares a new exclusive film or a new rumor emerges. The public opinion court has already rendered its decision. Yandy, the irate spouse. The claimed other woman is Ashley. The silent husband is caught in the storm, as Mendy observes. Three names are linked in a single unstoppable viral scandal. Now the police are on the scene, producers are circling, and fans are demanding the truth. A single question hangs above everything. What will Yandy do to get her tranquility back? And can she ever be able to forgive them both? Because there's little doubt that Atlanta will continue to discuss this topic for some time to come. We won't either, and we need to hear from you now that the dust has settled. Perhaps it hasn't. Do you believe that after learning about Ashley and Mendeecees, Yandy truly lost control? Or was all of this a well-thought-out publicity gimmick to maintain their name's popularity? Since, let's face it, in the modern world, every additionally scandal presents a marketing opportunity. Was Yandy protecting her brand or her marriage? Was Ashley revealing the truth? Or was she only inciting unrest to gain influence? What role does Mendeecees' appearance play in all of this? Manipulator? Victim? Or simply the silent genius seeing it all? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. Everything is being read by us. If you're fascinated, hit the like button and subscribe to see more explosive breakdowns. Because if this is what happened tonight, just think of what might happen next. Keep an eye out. The truth always comes out. The truth always comes out.